All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to part two of the shape off. So today I'm mainly just going to focus on taking off a lot of the thickness on this blank. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get Jeff in today. We're both kind of on a little different schedules, but we'll see where it goes. So here we go. So what I'm doing in this video, it's mainly just a big time lapse, but I'm going to try and do a voiceover and explain what I'm doing. I'm taking a hand planer and planing off all the material on the bottom, and then I will take a hand sander, which is that giant block with 36 grit sandpaper on it, and smoothing it out. The thickness of this board is 4 inches, and I want to get it down to 3 inches. Now, what I've read online about these blanks from Clark is that you want to start from the bottom and take off as much as you can from the bottom and work your way up. But the top of the deck is actually domed, and it's hard to tell in the video because now it's like kind of almost all removed. But whatever Clark used for like a sealant when they manufactured these blanks is like some sort of grip tape-ish thing. So that was interesting to really peel off. But the planer took care of that. And you can see me checking the thickness of the board. And then also what I'm doing with the level is I'm making sure that it doesn't have a twist in the board. That's why the hand sander is over like 4 feet long. And I'm taking off enough. That's what I'm doing right there with the levels to make sure everything's level. There's no twists in the deck. But it's just a tedious process. It's kind of the thing about doing all this stuff by hand is you learn all this extra like tweaking and what makes the board a board. I haven't added any concave in this yet because that's just not the part of the video. But that's pretty much the majority of what I'm going to be doing in this. And this is just for the bottom. And it took a while. Otherwise, this video probably would have been like an hour long because how much I was tweaking it, and I didn't want to take too much off and then ruin the blank. Well, it wouldn't be ruined, but it just wouldn't be to what I was trying to go for. Okay, so that was just the bottom of the board. Now I got to do the top, but as you can see, I sanded out most of it so it's level. That was just when I cut it out. That will get shaped out for the rails, but that will also get cut. I mean, cutting it right here, but always leave a little room to play. But now I got to do the top. So I had the planer set at about 1/8 of an inch to take off, and there's still about roughly 1/4 of an inch that I got to take off from the top now. But for these, I was told you need to start from the bottom. But yeah, I will start on the top for the next one. So this is what the top of the deck looked like when I started hand planing it. I probably should have put the weight on before I started planing it, just because you can see the boards moving around a bit. But yeah, you can see the material on the top started to come off. That within itself was like a 1/16 of an inch thick. So I went over with the planer and then the hand sander. But I didn't have to take as much off at the top. Like I said, the top of the deck is actually domed, and about halfway through sanding this out, I decided I wanted to keep it, so I didn't really have to dig too far into sanding the top of the deck like I did the bottom. But yeah, that's really about it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think, or if you have any suggestions, especially anyone that's shaped before. I'm all open. Just leave them in the comments below. Okay, so my camera ran out of battery. I apologize for that, and I got a little ahead of myself, but this is almost done. I don't know if you can tell, but this is actually domed, and I think I'm just going to keep that. I'm just a little bit thicker than I want, but I really like the dome top, so I will see you in the next one, and we will do Jeff's board next. Thank you for watching.